All right, welcome to the main gym, the new and improved, new and quieter main gym. This is Daniel.
The lights aren't nuclear powered.
The lights are not making any noise, and they've also upgraded our podiums tonight. We're not going to say new and improved; they're new and different.
Yes, new and different.
A little harder to see from behind, but that's okay. Tonight's match between the Possums and MSS. The only undefeated team left in the intramural season. We're about 3 weeks in now. 3 weeks in.
And you see why right
and they're off to a fast start. Keys to the game to watch for tonight for the Possums is team chemistry. They had a few problems last game. We'll see if those straightened them out. Keys to the game for the MSS was literally to show up. And they have done that, so I think they're off to a good start.
Great, you know, the Possums are having a really rocky thing going on with their team relationships, and with the way things were going last week, they're heading to the rocks of those relationships like an Italian cruise ship captain.
You had been wanting to get that joke in tonight, and you did it in the first minute, so congratulations.
That's just how good I am.
Very good. As we get underway here, you're talking about team chemistry. MSS, they're the champions from last year, and pretty much the team is the same. So as far as team chemistry goes, they've got it. The Possums, a new team, kind of thrown together at the beginning of the year like our team was last year, and they're having the same problems. They can't win.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
I'd say they have more talent than they did last year. I think that is the case. Even though their star player, Ethan Hickey, left to be on a different team, they've added Scott, they've added Brian. And, you know, we've only been able to watch a few games, but the talent on the team seems to be better this year.
That's true, Grady, and if they could just work together as a team. Also, they're a little rusty on some of their fundamentals, especially getting their hands up on defense.
They do not get their hands up, especially David Corwin, who I hear we have a new nickname for. What?
That's right, Grayton, David Corwin, the bread truck.
The bread truck. And right now, the bread truck is parked on the sideline, so eventually we'll get to hopefully see him in the game. Now, to be clear, that's just his intramural basketball nickname. It's not.
That's true. We have totally different names for him in other arenas of our life.
That we just randomly come up with on the spot.
Hey, we've got to do something to pass the time.
3-0 our score here, 17:30 to go in this first half. About 3 minutes in here. Micah with the ball. And see if the Possums can start putting together a few scoring drives here.
Grayton, that was the infamous run in a circle technique as demonstrated in the Super Bowl last night.
Who ran in a circle last night?
The Giants running back. I can't remember which one.
Oh. I don't know either.
It worked better here than it did there.
And that must be saying something, because another basket won't go for the Possums. They're having trouble getting their first. Micah gets their first one. 3-2, 16-50. Right now, it looks like the MSS has come out to a slower pace, just taking it easy. I think they kind of know what we know, and that is they're the undefeated team playing the winless team.
It's still early in the season, though, Grayton. Things can change.
And let's be clear, this isn't on any given Monday here. You know, the Possums, their win, it may come, but it's going to be earned, and it's not going to be tonight. They have a lot more work to do before we see that, I think. I could be wrong.
Well, Grayton, it's the Monday after Super Bowl Sunday, so anything can happen, right?
Maybe. But MSS has shown up, so I maintain that is really all they needed to do.
What do you suppose MSS stands for, Grayton?
It is, I heard it the other day, and we didn't know all of last year, but I think it's Michael's Special Stuff, or something like that.
Michael's Special Stuff?
It's something like that.
I think that's a Space Jam reference.
Maybe. Is it?
I think so.
Now, so far, these shots by the Possums have not even been close. Neal is fouled there. You know, Neal may have been fouled because the person guarding them just closed their eyes and hoped that he wouldn't touch them.
I wonder if Neal was looking for that foul.
Neal generally tries to dress a little provocatively at the basketball games.
Provocatively is a good word for what he does.
But hey, he's making the baskets.
And that's what counts at the end of the day. Great in basketball, at its very core, is a simple sport. Whoever scores the most points is going to win.
Both free throws made by Neal there makes it 6-5, I think. Sometimes the score is a little slow. 15 minutes into this first half. We're still at 6-4, so maybe it's 6-4. Lee Rickman for 3.
Ooh.
In and out. Looks like the ref kind of inadvertently blew the whistle a little bit there. You know, when you walk with the whistle in your mouth and you accidentally breathe through your mouth, you're going to whistle.
Well, great, and they tell you in referee school to keep the whistle out of your mouth so you really want to blow it.
Until you really want to blow it. Well, despite the fact that they're wearing referee shirts, these are in fact basketball players who somehow are being forced to do this. Not against their will, but they probably would rather be doing other things.
And I can't blame them for that. Refereeing intramural basketball is kind of like broadcasting intramural basketball. Great, and it just doesn't pay much, and you don't get a whole lot of attention.
8-4 in favor of MSS, 13 to go in this one. You know, the team this year, they've kept it close in the first half, relatively. But then when it comes to the second half, things just get away from them. Whether it's the other team finally deciding to pick up the pace or whether they just lose steam, they cannot maintain the level of competitiveness that they have in the first half. They can't happen.
You know, in tonight's game, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw both of those things happen at the same time.
10-4 our score, as maybe we're going to see it happen early here. Dean's shot is off the mark, and the rebound by MSS.
You know, Graydon, this game reminds me a little bit of the 1992 Olympic basketball tournament.
I honestly cannot dialogue with you about that. You were born in the 80s, I was born in the 90s. There is a generational gap there, and I just cannot talk about stuff that happened in the early 90s. I'm sorry.
Somebody's got some fans here tonight, Graydon. That's some crowd chatter we're not really used to, mostly being located in the practice den with these broadcasts, where you don't get so much attention.
Oh, 3 there. I'm not sure who. It might have been Micah who shot that. But 10-7 our score. 12 to go. The MSS is clearly not playing tonight with the level of intensity we saw from them last week when we watched that game.
And that could just be a first half thing or a first quarter.
It could be a first half thing. It could be because they know who they're playing, they're taking it easy, or it could be it's Monday and maybe they just don't have it tonight. We'll see. 2 points there makes it 10-9. We'll know soon, because if it gets too close or the Possums take the lead, they're really going to step on the gas. Will the car go anywhere? I don't know. So far, the bread truck is still parked on the sidelines, so I don't know what's happening there.
I really hope that thing pulls out of there soon.
So many references would go to waste, I think.
Great, you know, we don't get paid for this broadcast, but we really do spend a lot of time coming up with material for it and doing our homework and, you know, really dig into the teams that we're broadcasting.
Oh, shot, just short there by Neal.
I don't know about you, but I study a lot of basketball film.
I sometimes look at our film from last year, but I don't exactly watch much real basketball film.
Might I recommend...
Although, because I was doing the study in Atlanta, I did watch a lot of college basketball on Saturday nights. So I'm more well-versed than I was last year. That much is true.
There you go. Professionalism at work.
You got to constantly try to improve. And that, just like the Possums, just like the team, our broadcasting team, always trying to improve. Ball stays on the Possums side of the court, 12-9 our score, 10:45 to go. We will be right back.